Another day. Another Polaroid. Sup? Suppity sup. As always, hope your day's going well. Mine's going good. Friday night, just turned Saturday morning. Gotta hit that late night ride, right? Near the end of my last ride, had a little bit of back pain. So for today, I've opted to put my seat up a little more higher. So it's gonna take a little to get accustomed to the difference. Nice full looking moon out tonight. Can't tell if it's quite 100% full, but it's pretty full. So all the people who worship the moon gods, probably be a perfect night to be out for them. Hey, let's sacrifice that mountain biker, guys. Perfect for our pagan ritual. Yeah, with this little bit higher of a seat range, theoretically I should have a little more power in my stride, but also once you're used to a seat position for so long, certain muscle groups just end up like really overtrained, so you get accustomed to the position even though it's not the optimal position for speed. For me, I theorize that it's like a trade-off somewhat too, because I ride low enough where I can get really low, and like the more the wind's going over you, the more arrow you are. So while I'm sitting down like this, I probably gained some average speed. But I probably lost some arrow when I'm going faster. I can still get quite low. Like this would be me like completely over my handlebars, as low as I can go, you know? Like, that's about it. But just off of what I said about the muscle groups I've been training for a month, probably going to be targeting slightly different muscle groups this ride with my full pedal stride, you know? But I should have less pain for it too. The other trade-off with your seat being lower is you can execute like much tighter turns, and it's like very easy to jump off your bike and kick off the sidewalk and do like little actions that might not be open to you in a lot of scenarios where your seat is higher, you know? So it's perfect for my style of city riding. Oh man, come on, go, go, go. Go down Bloor tonight. Yeah, for the sake of my legs and my back, this ride I put the seat up a little, you know, try to enjoy myself a little bit more and not be in so much pain. Pretty sure I'm going down Queen Street tonight anyway, so it's not like a ego battle for me tonight to like set a best time or anything, you know. It's more just a bit of a joy ride. But I should still be able to tell if my average speed is up from putting the seat up a little, you know? Should be, technically. Like not my max average, just I'll check certain segments to confirm that. Set a personal best my last ride. That felt great because I haven't set like a personal record in about a month, so you know, after about 4 days of riding again and then pushing it on that ride, it's a nice feeling to be able to put up a personal best after so much slacking off, you know? It goes to show you that there's a fine line between overtraining and riding too much and also just not riding at all and getting out of shape. Like, both are bad for you, but if you rode a lot for a couple months, probably won't hurt you none to take a couple weeks off even sometimes, you know? And there's riders who ride double what I ride, you know? Albeit their bikes are more configured for that and set up for it, but I'm definitely not trying to take anything away from them. Just trying to give you my reality. I get that light because that fucking scooter just chilling there. So nasty, bro. Exhale all the smoke and crack paraphernalia. hey, if you're watching this, why don't you hit me up with something you like to watch on YouTube and maybe give me some watch ideas, you know? You don't have to. I'm legit, like a lot of people would be like, oh, you're engagement baiting in the comments. No, I don't care about that shit. I get nothing off that shit. But genuinely, like, I want to know so I can have some more things to watch myself too, because my algorithm recommends to me what it recommends to me, you know? I've been recently I watched 2 bike-related things recently. Crazy-ass downhill, full suspension mountain bike race in the snow. I can't even remember the name of it. But just nuts how a lot of these young guys just completely bomb down these hills, you know? And their level of stamina is just so impressive, even though it is downhill. Like, you can hear them panting the whole time, you know? Like, people always tell me on my vids, wow, your stamina is so good. Why don't you go watch one of those videos? Go, like, search up, like, a recent downhill race. The one that I watched was, like, about 40 minutes or something like that. Just nuts. No win scenarios. Yeah. Watched that downhill race. I was like really super impressed with those riders. And another thing I've been watching lately that's been coming up in my suggestions are crit races. And man, the crit races are truly wild. Like, so are those downhill mountain bike races. I feel slower today. I can't tell if it's the lights or maybe I need my seat ever so lower to get the full stride. I feel like I'm getting a good stride, but I feel slow. But yeah, man, like I see these racers and it's like they must really love just a race, because there's no other reason why that shit would be worth it, you know, for a lot of these non-sponsored riders. Shit. Yeah. Like, I just see these young guys on this downhill mountain bike race, like almost always crashing, and crashing sometimes pretty badly. And it's just like, man, for me, it's like to be young again. Like, you can't convince me the risk of getting hurt is like ever worth it. Like, it have to be only for the love of the race, basically, in my mind anyway. That's another thing that I kind of like. I feel about crit races how I felt about the fixed gear community when I initially discovered fixed gear community people and how they ride in public. It's like, man, you're an accident waiting to happen, you know? And I like a lot of fixed gear people. This is not to throw shade at them. One asshole behind me that's driving in 2 lanes. And then that asshole pulling that turn. The one ahead of the one that's turning right now. Yeah, like every crit race I've ever watched so far, someone crashes. Someone's like always injured. It's so fucked. The recent one I watched was called, I think it's like $33,000 bike race or bike accident. This guy broke his collarbone. Some complete douche nozzle. The race is over, and the dude who hits is like in 45th place. And at the end of the race, it's over. He puts his head down and looks at his bike computer and just completely smashes into the guy. precious. So like stuff like that, when I see an accident like that, it's like, what was actually going on in your head? You know, you're like a cell phone zombie for your bike computer, basically. Like, why the fuck are you looking at your bike computer when you're not even stopped? You know, like, what would it take for you to just stop after the race is over and then look at your bike computer? Like, there's things, like if I were a crit racer, there's things that would just make me flat out retire. And injuring another person like that so foolishly and so carelessly is one of those things where I would just walk away from the sport and I would never come back if that was me. Completely embarrassing. Just more so than embarrassing, just a complete and utter lack of regard for another person, you know? Oh, you don't understand. They're exhausted, blah, blah, blah. Hey, brother man, can you fuck off? Get ahead of that douche nozzle. I just got on Queen Street and I already dropped the fuck off. Ain't that precious? Thanks, officer. Not even a police officer, fucking parking enforcement. How about you get a ticket? Let's bring it back. Calm down. Man, I thought I just saw that blue sports car on that block ago. Maybe not a 1-for-1. fucking goof. Like if I'm approaching you, probably a good idea to stop before you start crossing. This light takes so long. I'm not waiting for that. It's like a 2-minute light, like actually. I love your money, baby. I love my money too, baby. Me, I love the mental illness of Queen Street. Nothing like being secure enough in your mental illness to bomb. Done and dusted. We're out of that fucking shithole. And now all that awaits us is that climb. Cadence climber. Need to be careful on one of these upcoming corners. Like 8 or 9 episodes ago, I almost completely ate shit on one. Like here, but not here exactly. Oh, what am I doing? It was this one right here. See how you're going, and then the corner just comes? I turned my head to the left to look out for a car to see if he was driving close or no. And that 1 second was almost all it took for me to crash right into that thing. A little too tunnel visioned on what was on my left. I got dropped. Bitch made, Rusty, you got dropped. What's wrong, Rusty? Can't keep up with a 2,000 watt mini bike? Pussy. Pussy, pussy. Okay. Segment over. Been a while since I did that segment. Yeah, I've been watching those crit rides. They're cool. You know what? I don't think I could ever bear to race in one of them. Not because I'm scared. I'm scared of crashing. I'm scared of someone crashing into me, too, and ruining my health or my bike. You know, like imagine being a new rider. You go to ride your first crit. Some fuckhead, like we'll even say you train for crits with groups for like 3 months to go ride your first crit, and you were already like a long time rider before that too, and then some fuckhead just totals your bike on the first crit. Like that's had to have happened before, right? Can you imagine that shit happening to you? Like that'd be enough to just game over, man. The guy who was in the crit wreck that I saw recently handled it pretty gracefully, I would say. In a way, he probably had to, since he had a broken collarbone anyway, but when I saw that accident, it just blew my mind. It's like, just no merit for it whatsoever. Absolutely ridiculous. The rider apologized, but apology wouldn't even be enough for me in that situation. I'd just be so fucking pissed. We survived. At least I think we did. Yeah, other than that though, I've been watching the Rotten Mango podcast on YouTube. Most recent one I watched was Bjork's attempted acid attacker that self-deleted himself. Knew that story for a while. Quite graphic, quite twisted. Highly recommend that one if you have the stomach for it. Anyway, that's it. That's all. And remember, the same ride. It's never the same ride.